Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Q Stream Vibes here at Studio 69. Myself and Paddy and the Q Squad. Matty is in football. Maybe he'll join us later, show us the beach. And Sean Burgundy Gons is probably going to jump on at some stage as well, as he's teaching up in High Fong. But guess what, Paddy?
What's that?
The first tourists
Ooh,
have arrived in Vietnam.
They have.
The name yet to be specific.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday or this morning?
I think it was today or yesterday, actually.
Let's pull that up. Do we know where they're coming from?
Mix. From what I read, it's actually from a mix of nationalities, but it has to come directly from Korea.
Nice. That's the hub there. So everyone transits from there. Obviously gets. Do they do any tests there as they come through to here?
Yeah, I think they just do the negative test from wherever they came from, and then once they transit, it's pretty smooth sailing from there. But the requirements that I read to even come to Vietnam is pretty insane. If you can have a look at the article here, it says Vietnam welcomes first foreign tourist after 2 years of border closure. And we would remember that because you were overseas right before COVID hit. I was overseas before COVID hit. So it says here, a flight carrying 29 foreign tourists who had booked a package tour to Vietnam under the vaccine passport landed in Da Nang Wednesday afternoon, so yesterday. This was the first group of foreign tourists visiting Vietnam nearly after 2 years since the country closed its borders. The passengers, citizens of Aussies, Czech Republic, Denmark, France, and basically, everyone from Europe and South Korea and the US.
So strictly tourists, they're here for a holiday.
Yeah. But if you listen to this, so they came to Vietnam for tourism activities and to visit relatives. So upon their arrival, they were required to make a health declaration, transferred to the New World Hoi An Resort.
Hoi An Resort, I've been there.
That's not a bad place to stay, right? And then what happens is they have to stay there for 7 nights.
Is that sort of their own quarantine?
Yeah, so they have to quarantine. They got to stay there for 7 nights. But while staying at the resort, they can enjoy the beach, use services at 2 restaurants and the casino. So it's not like they're locked up in their bedrooms. So they can visit the UNESCO heritage sites in Hoi An, the ancient town, and other attractions. After completing a tour package, some tourists will fly back home, and the others can stay in Vietnam to visit the relatives.
Wow, that's amazing. So it's almost like Da Nang has become a quarantine space that lets you do the beach and the casino.
So rather than being stuck in your bedroom,
that's great.
Because what we were thinking before was you would quarantine, and then you're stuck in your bedroom for 7 days, and you're like, okay, what am I going to do? It's a waste of 7 days. I think this is a pretty good idea to say, hey, quarantine in the resort, but you can still go out. You can still go to the beach.
Within that resort.
Yeah, within that resort.
Yeah,
you can still go to the casino. And then after you've done your 7 days and, you're testing negative, feel free to go out.
Plus, I think that's good for people's mental state too.
Yeah.
If they know that they've been negative and they've been vaxxed and then they're here for a whole day and goes, oh, great, look, I'm happy to do the 7 days, but look, I can still go outside. I can enjoy this. I can still mingle with people, place a couple of bets. That's awesome.
Exactly. So apparently also we are scheduled to welcome another 300 international passengers on 2 flights on November 18th and the 25th.
Which is today and next week.
And to be eligible, all you need to do is to furnish certificates showing that you are fully vaccinated or have recovered from COVID, negative test for the coronavirus within 72 hours of departure from South Korea.
Has just joined us, yes. How is Kuwok, Mr. Matty I?
Well, sunny Phu Quoc is actually raining currently and has been for the last hour or so. So, or maybe even hour and a half. But other than that, it's nice. It was really easy to get here. There was minimal bullshit. Basically, as you said, just had to show like the vaccine, like the evidence of the vaccines and stuff, and then use the app, the PC COVID app, to check in at the airport, and that was it. And there's not the flight was full, but the airport was relatively empty compared to previous times. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
And standard mask wearing on the plane and
yeah.
airport.
Look, everyone was wearing a mask. I don't think there was anyone. I don't think there's a single person I saw the entire trip that wasn't wearing a mask. Until I arrived in Fukuoka, and it's a little bit more lax here, but yeah.
Are the shops and restaurants inside the airport open, or most of them closed, or just selected few that's open because there's not many people?
Select few. So I'd say probably like 50%. It looked like about was 50% open, and even on arriving here, like there was some shops were open and stuff, like a bunch of them, but certainly not all hospitality things, like not all restaurants and bars and cafes are open here. But I think it's kind of like a similar state to Vung Tau, where I was a couple of weeks ago, where it's like things are open, you can certainly get everything that you need, but it's not sort of as lively as it has been in previous years.
But what was the feeling of getting on the plane?
Yeah, what was that feeling like? Had been a while, huh?
Yeah,
Did
well,
you
it has
get
been.
on a
So I
bus
mean,
to get to you had to get on a bus to get to the actual plane?
yeah, so that was weird because the bus was packed. So I had to wait for the next one. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, but the plane was fine. It was totally fine. It was nice to be able to fly again. You know, very short flight to Fukuoka. So yeah, back to normal.
So where are you now? Are you
Flight-wise.
at a resort now, or just some sort of restaurant?
Yeah, there's a place called Cozy Bungalows. That's kind of like on the main squeeze, like walking distance from the beach. But obviously not at the beach given that it's raining. So yeah.
Man, that is on an island.
I know I'm jealous. Jelly town over here. But we're in our beautiful island.
And you're not wet. You're not wet. So there is that.
Oh, it did rain here though, Maddie. So you're not alone.
Well, you're 2 hours away by ferry to my hometown, my parents' hometown too. So at some
nice.
stage,
Where's
I want to
that?
get back there and visit Ratyat,
Right. Yeah.
inland. Yeah. So
Ratyat.
I want you guys to come out there and hang out. Yeah, Gingyang province.
Yeah,
Down
man.
for that.
I'm down
Great
for
food
traveling.
down there.
I think I'm gonna pick up the pace on the traveling within Vietnam if I can. So definitely keen to go to some places. Maybe I'll take the bike up to Dalat or something for a few days, and maybe down to Nha Trang. So that might be like a week trip or something like that. I think I might try and organize that pretty soon. Yeah, I'm keen to do stuff.
Mm. Well, anyway, I would go. Yeah, you can go by car or hire a bike, and then you can go north up a little bit to a place called Ha Tinh, and then from Ha Tinh you can climb these mountains.
Ooh,
And from the top of that mountain you can see Cambodia, which is really cool.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. So one of the
Man.
friends that I'm with, her I think she said her mum is from her dad is from Thailand, and apparently just north of Hue there's a city called Vinh, and you can basically cross between 3 countries of Vietnam, Laos, and Thailand, all within like 200 k's, like, or maybe even less.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, she says it's very, very nice there. Very relaxed, very clean, very quiet, and yeah, you can drive there. Like there's a road that joins all 3 of them from Vinh to. No, I don't remember the name, but it's basically just southwest of Vinh. There's a road that roads directly west, basically,
I'm
across
always
those 3 states.
curious, like when you look at the map and the borders, and how sometimes it's not a straight line or anything that separates the countries, but it's like obviously there's no line that you see that, but like it'd be nice to sort of be
Just to know exactly which part you're at.
I mean,
'cause
stuff
you
like that exists pretty often. Like like you've got like borders that are made up of like rivers, for example, or like the tip of a mountain pass, like the mountain range kind of thing. Like the highest point as it kind of separates 2 countries, and then further like actually up north in Ha Giang, when I was up there, the Chinese Vietnamese border is pretty clearly demarcated with like fences and barbed wire, and in some places like walls and stuff like that. And yeah. I mean, I remember there was one specific trip that I went on. the North Pole of Vietnam. It's called Lung Cú, and yeah, it's basically like a giant statue on the top of a mountain, and like right near that, the road passes like right on the border, basically. Like the asphalt road passes right on the border of China and Vietnam, and if you like veer off the road onto a dirt path for maybe like 30 meters, there's like there's like a border crossing of just barbed wire that's been like pulled apart so people can like traffic pigs and stuff like that through the fence, and you can like go up to it. It's like rusty barbed wire with like skull and crossbones like signs on either side. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. If you're into adventure, you'd be into it.
Yeah, I mean, I always thought like, I mean, it's I don't think it happens often, but what if there was just a very rare chance that like something happened or was right between a certain part of those borders? Like they'd have to technically do a right measurement, and then they can say, okay, this happened in Vietnam or whatever. If they need to get real technical.
Yeah, there's places where like the Google Maps thing doesn't correspond to real life. Like when you're actually standing on the border and the maps thing is not correct. And I believe Google Maps, for example, like takes its data not from real life, but it takes its data from like existing maps and stuff that they use to program basically. So yeah, as you say, it'll
Well,
be
they do a lot
you
of their
can make the
measurements from
argument.
ground zero too.
What's that?
They do a lot of their measurements from ground zero as well.
You mean in Vietnam or?
No, like the Google Maps, like where the car drives around the street view.
Yeah.
So a lot of those
Oh
measurements,
yeah.
the data they collect can depict into top view of the distance and wherever it drives, kind of thing. Because they've got like you said, they've got old photos from their top view already, and then anything updated is done through the ground almost.
Street view, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Have you seen
Honestly,
there's a site?
I have to say, like I use Google Maps all the time. Like it's one of my favorite products. Certainly by Google. I would say it's obviously search, although I don't use the search anymore, given that they track all your shit. But the search was good, and if you're as long as you're willing to put up with the loss of your privacy, then it's pretty good. But the Google Maps and Gmail, I would say, are my two favorites, bar none. Suppose YouTube as well, if you want to count that.
Yeah.
There's a site. I've got to try and find it, and we could probably put it on the Sunday roast. There's a site where the weirdest and craziest pics that's been captured in Street View.
Oh yeah,
from the Google Maps.
I've seen something
van.
similar like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like I think in those certain countries, people know that van's doing the rounds, taking the photos.
Yeah.
And they pose for it. Like they lie dead on the ground, or they're carrying trash in a funny way.
I've seen something similar where the wife caught the husband cheating from a Google image that the Google car drove past and picked up his car parked at someone's house and was like, oh, isn't that my husband's car?
That's crazy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you just joined us, this is the Q Stream Vibes. Don't go away. Thursday, Techno Thursday, here with myself, Paddy, and Full Clock Radio. Don't go away.
And they sound just like this. And they sound just. And they sound just. Where are you tired? How was supposed to keep this secret?
Welcome back to Q Stream Vibes. Ladies and gentlemen, here, crew. And after opening cinemas and bars and clubs, we've had a little bit of a dilemma.
A little bit of a hiccup. 2 days ago, the clubs were officially open, and now Ho Chi Minh City shuts down bars, karaoke parlors 2 days after reopening.
How official is this?
It's official because all the notice have gone out to all the bar owners already. So the red stamp is out already.
So they were allowed to open with another letter red stamp as well.
Yeah. So 2 days ago was the official. As we know, some places were
So
operating.
What would be within 2 days? What, they didn't follow protocol or anything? Or?
No idea. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. It says 2 days after allowing bars, clubs, massages, and karaoke parlors to reopen. On Thursday, Ho Chi Minh City on Thursday ordered them to close down amid some COVID-19 situations. In a document issued Thursday, bars, dance clubs, spas, massages, karaoke parlors will be suspended until further notice. It says here that the Department of Health will be responsible for building a safety protocol for businesses and services like bars, spas, and massage parlors. What else is there? Cinemas and libraries are still allowed. But all employees and participants must either be fully vaccinated with 2 doses and recovered from COVID the last 72 hours. So there's nothing really that it states out. Maybe I think they're just retracting it.
I think because I heard someone say to me that this was 2 weeks ago. A friend said to me he had some inside knowledge saying that there may be still some restrictions that we may go back to soon, so we could save Christmas, New Year's, and Tet. So they were looking at the long term and the bigger picture, that if we can just hold out a little bit more, then we can have a good Tet and New Year's. But
that makes sense.
If something happens now, then we'll lose that again.
But think about it, like all the restaurants are open, all the Wanyals are open.
I think that seems a bit more manageable, but I think because massage parlors and karaoke and bars, I think there's a little bit more.
It's a little bit more intimate.
Yeah, a little more intimate, and that can be. That's probably where the part
dangerous. Yeah,
totally agree.
It sounds like cinemas will be half to 3/4 capacity, maybe like in between seats. Have spacing or so.
Imagine bringing a date to the cinema. Sorry, love, you got to sit 2 seats away from me. How are you supposed to go for the 5-finger discount?
Well, first dates, right? First dates are all about
the reach around.
Yeah, you can't do the good old reach around and then the 5-finger discount.
Yeah, so I'm asking for the link. It's on VN Express.
VN Express.
So, and that's officiated.
Yep.
With the letter.
It's letters are already being sent out. Shout out to our friend. Shout out to our friend Andy, who's one of the bar owners in Pangacham.
Yes.
And he is the one that notified me of the change. And he has confirmed that they have received the letter from the government stating that they must close down.
All right. We'll see. Boys, how's your mo looking?
Oh, look at it. It's
so
mine is no longer bum fluff, ladies and gentlemen. Mine looks like dirt on the bottom of my nose.
Both of yours does.
Matty Tuesday.
Hey, I have half a handlebar.
You do have half a handlebar. So I'm going to get back to the guys from House of Barbie Tuesday that will come in and do the vlog and get that. So by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Movember, this is what we're doing. Please donate. We're still looking for donations. There's still 12 days left in the Movember challenge for us. 30 days to grow and groom and moustache, helping and raising awareness for men's health, such as prostate and testicular cancer and suicide mental health. Scan the QR code there, or you can click on the link within the description page. Any amount will do. $1 is perfect as well.
20K is perfect.
Yes. So
Especially
help a bro,
Mm.
help a brother, help a son, help a mate in our lives.
Woo.
Men's lives matter.
Woo.
You want to hear something interesting, Matty?
Yeah, go.
A little bit of tech news for you.
Go.
So remember we talked about the metaverse, yeah?
Yeah.
And at this stage, it's still just a visual thing. You know, we're moving things that we browse on the internet in 2D into a 3D space.
Mhm.
And it's all cool with the whole augmented reality and stuff, but the visual part is all we've got so far.
Mm-hmm.
They are already working on the physical part. Check this out. Zuckerberg shows off glove that lets you feel virtual objects.
Self-soothing on the metaverse, Matty.
That's the first thing you think of. It's also the first thing I would have thought of, but
That come on, like anytime I see an image of a hand like this, that's what I'm
This
thinking
is
of.
the first thing you think about is giving yourself some self-soothing, hey?
Yes, exactly. We all have one of those. Don't even lie to me.
But yeah, interesting. I mean, it's kind of like if you've seen Ready Player One, have you seen that movie, mate?
Yes, that's a fantastic movie. I've watched it a couple of
Yeah.
times actually.
I love that movie,
Mm.
and you know how like it all came down to the levels of I guess finance you have. The more
Yep.
money you have, the more gear you can buy to
Yep.
actually feel hugs and stuff like that. Otherwise, you're just left with the visual. But interesting, you know, like it's the metaverse, that demo that Mark Zuckerberg had. He already said that it's a mix between your real room and some virtual stuff there.
Mm.
So, like the room that you've been in here, I've got the shelves and the lights there. If I put extra virtual stuff on the shelf, you can actually
You
go
can
on
you can actually. Oh,
grab
that's
it,
cool. That is cool.
you know,
Very cool.
feel it.
Simulating the sensation of touching a VR object over a wearer's real hand.
We can pretend your dick's actually big if you wear it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, you know, I read the comments on this on Facebook. Because this was a link posted on Facebook, and a lot of people were saying, obviously, there's always going to be people against it. A lot of people saying it's too soon, and a lot of people were actually quite excited for this new technology, especially, I guess, hugging and touching a loved one from afar. If you're looking at it in that sense. Long distance relationships will be a little bit different, but then a lot of people were saying, "Wow, okay, so Mark Zuckerberg's really disconnected from real life now, like we are already, or whatever the case is. Skynet's coming to get us. Terminator 2 is real." So, yeah, interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm real curious to see how this goes. I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
trying it, honestly. I wouldn't mind giving that a shot. That's something I would definitely like to test out.
I mean, like think about like simulators.
Yeah.
You know, the best simulation we have for gaming, like driving an F1 car in that seat and it moves everything. I don't know about if you actually feel the G forces, but that's probably the only thing that's missing in one of those gaming chairs that's driving is you don't actually feel the G forces, but you do feel the swerves and the shakes and the tilts and stuff and the vibrations. So I can see in this, imagine riding a virtual bike and you were in some sort of like a one of those, I guess the control pad is the bike that's on some sort of a wheel thing that if you were doing stunt bikes, you can go upside down and actually feel yourself go upside down as well. That would be pretty cool.
That would be interesting.
All the fun without the death.
Yeah.
That's true.
But then, you know what's going to happen after this though? We're going to need the sense of smell. We're going to have to add smell in it somehow. Yeah, smell. So let's say you walk into a sewage.
Some company already tried to do that like a bunch of years ago, but they failed and went out of business. I can't remember the name of it, but I was reading about it a little while ago that they tried to create like a sense of smell, but you know, the technical difficulties made it basically like not viable.
Yeah, I mean, imagine being able to go in the virtual, goes, "Yo, guys," and everyone turns around and you throw a fart, and it's like, "Can you smell that?" And he goes, "What? Why am I smelling that?" Because that's a real fart.
Let it rip.
Let it rip. Yeah. So interesting to see where that's going to go. Excited in a sense.
Kind of scary at the same time, to be honest.
Gloves. Next will be the shoes, the chest part. What about kissing?
Well, there's already that kiss machine that. Have you seen it?
No.
So there's this machine that.
And how accurate is it?
So
Put it on
basically,
screen.
if I can find it, so basically there's a machine that you kiss, and on the other end of that machine, that's also kissing the machine is the person that you're kissing. So it's replicating that movement. Do you get it?
Virtual kissing. Okay, so Kissinger. Is that the one?
I don't know if that's the
That's
one, but I
that's the
saw there's like a machine that you kiss, and the action of that machine is made by the person that you're kissing with their machine.
So
Yeah,
you
makes
know
sense.
how
Makes
soft
sense,
it
makes
feels
sense.
on the lips and stuff like that? Or?
Yeah, so basically you have this machine, right? Maddie, you have a machine and you're kissing it. So whatever that machine is doing is from my actions.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, you get
Does
it,
that
right?
does that make me gay?
Yes. Oh no, actually it doesn't, as long as we don't make eye contact.
Okay.
Okay, well, I don't know if this is the one, but this looks.
I don't think that's the one, but it kind of looks pretty good.
But there's a lot of prototypes of this stuff. So if you look at this, Maddie,
Look at that. It's a plug-in for your phone, Maddie.
so you see the other person on your phone, but you also have the kiss pad there. So obviously, when you push on I guess the top part of it, they'll feel it on their side
Yeah.
with the pressures on.
That's great.
That's
Yeah,
kind of
impressive.
weird,
It's
isn't it?
very weird.
So how do we get one? Geek wild.
Like you kiss with your eyes open. As soon as they open your eyes, you've got it down at your your member, and they'll be like, "What?
Lazada, bro, Shopee.
Lazada, check it out. Kissinger."
Kissing your long distance lover from afar is equal parts creepy and sweet. That's kind of cool, but not.
I mean, you'd only feel like pressure points on the lips. You can't really do tonguing and saliva. You can't do a sloppy kiss like what Sean likes.
Yeah. Oh, you never know. Maybe some liquids ooze out of it.
Your own liquids. That's crazy.
But
That's right,
unfortunately, there's no word about what it costs.
Wow, are you really getting one?
I'm googling it, man. Like I'm curious about stuff like that.
Grab 3, bro.
No, I don't know if it's commercialized.
So
But
you got to get an even number.
Grab 4.
Grab 4 sets.
4 sets.
I'm gonna buy 3.
have 3. Have 3.
Is that classified as a threesome?
I'd say so.
That's true. While you're searching that, let's cut to a quick pomo. And when we come back, we'll talk about some fasting.
And they sound just like this. And they sound just. And they sound just. Very tight, I was supposed to keep this secret.
Yo, welcome back to Q-Stream Vibes with fasting. Guys, we've been talking about doing it for ourselves. This article says that obviously fasting 2 days a week can help obese people keep off the weight and maintain it with modest results. Studies find. So I'm still ready and eager to do a fast with you guys. I did one with Patty not long ago for 24 hours. So keen to do one with you fellas as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That would be
Should we book in a date for this?
Yeah,
Yes.
like let's get in
We need to prepare.
we need to prepare, and then maybe at certain hours we can check in
Mhm.
or something like that with each other. Make sure no one's doing a little sneaky
Sneaking
sausage
snacking.
roll in the back or something.
Ooh, you're only cheating yourself if you do that.
So no water as well, or what?
Yeah, water.
No.
Water's fine. Yeah.
Water's
No sneaky snacking, you silly sausages.
Yeah, just basically just water. Water, that's it.
Water. Actually, you're allowed black coffee as well with no milk, no sugar.
Okay.
Generally
I'm
not
not a
too
coffee drinker, so
No, I'm not a coffee person.
just water for me.
Water.
That's more for Maddie I.
Any other 8? That's it. Just water. Yeah.
Water and the stimulating glove. That's it.
Self-soothing glove. Okay, so just
Self-soothing
just to
glove.
backtrack for 1 second. So the Imagineering Institute is the tech company that was proposing to make this Kissinger thing with like being able to make out with your phone like over the phone with someone else. And based in Malaysia, and they had an Indiegogo project, but unfortunately it didn't get enough funding, so it was never launched by the look of it.
Is this an investment? Is this an investment opportunity for us, Maddie I, that we can?
Well, I mean, if
Look
they've already
into-
tried to do it and it didn't work, then maybe not. You know,
Maybe just they just sucked at execution.
I mean, it's entirely possible.
Maybe.
Entirely possible. I'm surprised they wouldn't have got the like wouldn't be able to raise the money given that they got like they got so much media attention. Oh my god.
Mm.
Some really big names here: The Times, The Guardian, BBC, The Verge.
Came out of Malaysia, did you say?
Yeah, in Johor, Johor, Johor.
Oh, wait. Johor
in Malaysia.
Baru? Johor Baru or just
It
Johor?
just says Johor on their website. Iskandar Pateri, Nusa Jaya, Johor, Malaysia. That's what it says.
I think we know where the money went.
Yeah, 1MDB. Man, I really feel bad for Malaysian people for that because they got screwed royally in that whole debacle.
Mhm.
All things.
So when the cookie crumbles sometimes. Where's Lumsay here? 16-8. 16-8 is too easy.
16-8 is too easy. That's just intermittent fasting.
Yeah, we're doing 24
We're talking about 24 hours straight, no food, no nut. I mean, just no food,
no food,
water, and that's
Do
it.
we have-
And black
do we have to
coffee
do-
from Matty
do-
I.
Do we have to do no not as well? Is that a thing we have to do? Or not?
No, that's a 1 week challenge.
That's
Yeah.
a healthy thing to do.
Yeah.
So 24 hours. Yeah, let's choose a day. I don't know if Sean's going to be able to do it. He seems like he's going to be. It's going to be tough for him.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we do
Cancel.
like Wednesday?
Like start Wednesday. Like for example, start Wednesday noon, finish Thursday noon.
Even.
Oh, you want
that,
to cut through
or
2 days?
I reckon what I was thinking is stop
Like
eating
midnight.
stop eating on Tuesday night, go to sleep,
Mhm.
Like midnight.
don't eat
Yeah.
anything all day Wednesday, and the first
Yeah.
time you eat is like when you wake
You
up
eat
on
is
Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah. So just like what we
Okay.
did last
Yeah,
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that'll
That sounds
actually be longer than 24 hours. That might be something like maybe 30 hours or thereabouts.
Yeah. That's exactly what myself and Peter did.
Yeah.
So we ate, and then we didn't eat towards the evening. Went to sleep, woke up, didn't eat that whole day, and then you don't break fast until it
The
hits
morning of the
midnight
next day.
or the next day.
Midnight or the morning of the next day.
Anyway, we're starting to get used to it, so we weren't really eager to like get on it. And eat.
Yeah, we didn't really get on it straight after. I think after to break fast, I think all I had was noodles because I wasn't really that hungry. It was just like I'll just have some fruit and noodles. I was expecting to have like bolognese burgers, but that didn't happen.
I've done a couple of longer ones, and honestly, I haven't really found them at all a struggle. Even one like a 3-day one, I haven't really found too much of a struggle at all.
Yeah.
Like there was
I
a
think
couple
if
of
you-
moments of temptation when I was like, you drive past like Consulan and you can just smell the pork like roasting on like a fire. Like okay, that's a difficult one. But
It's
other than
also that sugar hit as well that your body wants.
Yeah.
Plus, if you've already not converted, but if you've come to a stage in your life where you're not eating a lot in terms of portion wise or frequency, it's easy to do.
Mm.
Like if you were someone, let's say if you were someone that was doing gym, and you had to have your protein and your proper, small meals every 3 hours, and then you suddenly commit to a fast, it's going to be difficult because your body's going to be reaching for it.
Mm. Yeah. So Lum has a question. How do you handle the food intake after days of nothing? You don't stuff yourself. That's for sure. You're not supposed to stuff yourself.
You don't really even
Just
feel
like light food.
Yeah, like that's why when when the Muslims when they break fast, they're only breaking fast with like a prune, because then that has enough of the vitamins and the sustenance that they need to get their metabolism going again and the hunger again. So
And prune is very good for bowel movement too, by the way.
exactly.
True.
So, but for the next one, I've got 11 bolognese burgers waiting for me.
11.
That's how I'm going to break fast.
11?
Yeah, 11 of them.
Why 11?
He's gonna turn it up to 11.
Far out. Legs 11.
Legs 11.
Legs 11.
Nah, I don't know. Probably just do whatever it is. But like you said, it's true. You don't actually you get hungry at like the 14, 16 hour mark, but then by the time you get to the 20 to 24 hour mark, you just go, Actually, I'm not even hungry anymore. I could keep going. But for this first challenge, 24 hours, and then see how we go, and then we'll do a 48-hour challenge.
Last night I took some chicken essence.
Mm.
Nina bought some chicken essence made in South Korea, and good for brain function.
Mhm.
So the first time I tried the chicken essence, it's like in a small little bottle. It was a little bit weird to take because it really is just like chicken.
Mm.
But it's like this fluid and it's not hot or anything, so it's not like chicken soup. But you feel it's like, ugh. But it's supposed to be really, really good for you, right?
Yeah.
But last night she got the same brand, but chocolate flavored. Ooh. But you don't taste any of the chicken at all, but you get the full chicken essence. Yeah.
Maddie, you're on mute, by the way, Maddie.
I was saying that liquid chicken sounded horrible.
Yeah, it sounds horrible, but it's actually really good.
Have you guys seen the canned full chicken?
Full chicken in a can?
Yeah, full chicken in a can. The can's like this big, and you open it up.
Surely that's not a real
like-
thing.
Oil, right?
Yeah, you should see it. It's so gross the way it looks, but when you actually
Is
taste
there
it,
bones and everything? Or not deboned?
no, there's bones.
What?
So when you taste, it's a whole chicken. So when you tip it out, all the liquid tips out, and then there's the whole chicken. But it's super like just falls apart. But it's not. It's
I
not
think
bad.
I've seen this. I'm pretty sure that was a hoax, man. I don't think that was a real thing.
No, it's a real thing.
Oh, I'm gonna
I'll
have to go
show
and
you.
check
I'll
and
link
see
you
what
guys to the YouTube video. It's a real thing, and
Chicken.
people actually eating it.
Oh. Chicken in a can.
Chicken in a
Everything's
can. Mm-hmm. Campbell's.
Wow. Well, Lum says, I can welcome you in a special Airbnb and prepared bolognese. That's cool. All right. So we'll do the fast and then we'll have a feast or what we'll eat after that when we break fast.
We're gonna eat a canned whole chicken.
No, I don't know about that, but we'll eat something.
No, dude, I think you're right. Oh my god, what the
Oh,
hell?
you did look it up.
Yeah, I'm looking.
It's
I'm
there.
looking at sweet
Share
soup
that screen,
canned
Matty.
whole. Hang on a sec. If I can, how do I do that? Share screen.
I'll link you guys to the YouTube videos of the guys that tried it as well.
Chrome tab. Here we go. Share. There we go. Can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet soup canned whole chicken
There you
with
go.
giblets.
There you go.
I like giblets.
I like giblets. Is it giblets or giblets?
Giblets.
It's giblets.
I don't know. Yeah, giblets.
I don't know.
I'd say.
Fully cooked.
How much?
4 50-ounce
cheap.
cans. It's $60 for, but you get 4 chickens. It's a pack
Oh, you
of
get
4.
4 of them.
4 of them. It's a
15
4
bucks
pack.
each.
How big's the can? I wonder how big that can is.
Yes, here we go. So here's the
14 and a
packaging.
half pounds.
So obviously it'd be full of preservatives.
14 and a half pounds is 7 kilos. So that must be all 4 of them, I guess. Yeah, it
Play
will.
one of the videos, Maddie. I want to see them open it up.
Canned chicken review. All right. Let's see. Click to play video. My internet's not very good here, so it may or may not play.
Hello, Sam reviewing for the Ormel canned chicken.
No. That's like, I've actually had canned chicken like that, and it's totally
Yeah.
fine. But not on a canned whole chicken.
Yeah, like a whole canned chicken. No worries. I'll find the video for you guys, and you can
Wow, that's unbelievable.
and you can
man.
check it out.
Yeah, wow. It's horrible.
Gross, but not gross.
Unbelievable.
Have a look. Canned whole chicken.
Okay, Maddie's looking for one.
Let's see. Oh,
There you
Oh,
go. Yeah.
First canned whole chicken. Let's open it up, see what it's all about.
oh.
Yes, this is my favorite can opener now.
What a weird can opener.
Oh, it works real well, bud. Look at it go. Look
Works
how
real
fast
well,
that
but
is.
it's weird.
Actually, no, it's not that good. Look, it's left that
I can't
internal.
believe it. There is actual
Ugh.
whole chicken inside.
You have to heat that up for sure.
Heat up
In the
some
can,
of
mate.
the
Just
fat
put the
or
whole can in the
whatever this
microwave.
is,
Don't even
and
bother
then
opening
you're
it.
gonna dump out the whole
You
chicken.
can't put the
Okay?
can there.
Dump
Use
it out.
tin.
Oh,
Well cooked,
it's like snot, bro.
real chicken over here, falling apart. It's probably been cooked for hours and hours, probably 12 hours.
Well, how long it's been in there?
It falls apart.
However long it's
easily.
been
That's
packaged.
Oh.
Let's do a taste test now. I think you're supposed to do a little bit of cooking with that, but there's chicken wings.
Shouldn't you at least warm it up, buddy?
Yeah, what the hell?
Salmonella.
Let's see his reaction.
I mean, that's actually pretty good.
He's Russian. Russians don't get salmonella.
Chicken skin.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh, the skin would be like
I mean, look,
flames.
not.
I can see that it wouldn't be very dry because it's been soaking in that for I don't know how long.
Yeah, look at it. It's just falling apart.
Yeah. Look, I'll give it a try, but I'll definitely heat it up or refry.
I would have to heat it up at least.
Yeah.
It's like eating snot.
We don't have to heat that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pass on that. That looked real bad.
$100, would you do it?
Oh yeah, of course. $100, bro. It's a lot of money.
Ooh.
$80, would you do it?
Yeah.
$50, would you do it?
Twisting my
US,
arm here, bro. Yeah, for US I would.
40 US.
Look, I'd probably just taste it. I'd probably
How
taste
about
it.
this?
If someone bought it, if
How
someone
about
bought
30
it and they
US?
put it in front of me,
Yes,
if someone
they
bought it
can.
and put it in front of me, I'd probably try it for free, just to be like, all right, so
Nice.
I've tried canned chicken.
Yeah.
How about 30
I try to
bucks
be a
and
bit
we can give you
open-minded.
an extra one? 30 bucks and we can
Yeah,
give you an
sure,
extra
yeah.
one.
So you don't even have to give me an extra one. I don't think I'd want it.
What if it tasted good?
Well, then I've talked myself out of a good bargain.
Dinner parties.
Oh
Dinner
yeah,
parties.
next time I go to a party, I'll just bring a canned chicken.
Don't even take it out of the can too, Matty. So when you go to a dinner party, they're like, what'd you bring? 4-pack? I brought a 4-pack of whole
A can of
chicken.
chicken.
Just heat it up, you'll be right.
4-pack of
Ladies and
chicken.
gentlemen, don't go away. We'll come back and share with you Vietnam's latest export. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Q Stream Vibes here on a Thursday, 18th of November. And it looks like VinFast has pulled a fast one on us.
Oh, shit.
They are about to list in the land of dreams.
Ooh.
Thoughts on this, Matty? I mean, we talked about this already. Like, they've got Tesla and a lot of competition over there.
That's my real slow stuff later.
Basically, the article is Vietnam's VinFast plans US listing in a couple of years. Vietnamese automaker VinFast plans to list on the US stock market within the next couple of years, its chief executive told Reuters, joining a growing list of electric vehicle startups taking advantage of investor excitement to raise money. So, yeah. IPO within the United States in the next 1 or 2 years. So said the former Volkswagen and Opel executive who was named to his position in VinFast in July.
I mean, I obviously see potential for them to be doing this. But then, like you said earlier on too, it's for them internally as a company, as a brand, it's a good way to be out there,
Yeah.
especially into the US market.
Exactly. It's gonna be specifically for branding. Everything will still be done locally. Says VinFast unveiled 2 electric sports utility vehicles, the VF E35 and the VF E36, at the Los Angeles Auto Show on Wednesday. It will begin taking pre-orders in the US market for the electric SUVs in spring 2022 and expects to begin delivering them in the 4th quarter of that year.
You know, there's going to be people buying it. I'm pretty sure.
Of course. I mean, how many Vietnamese is in the US? You know, that's going to be proud to drive, you know, their own homegrown vehicle. I know all the Koreans I know here are all driving Kias. Why? Because it's Korean. So I think they're going through that same stage as they did with Korea and Kia. Remember when Kia came out in the Australia or in all the other countries, it was like, what the hell is that? But look at it now.
I think the other thing is the Vietnamese in America, they need to, I mean, even though it's a VinFast is Vietnam, they still need, I guess, the proof and validation that this is a quality vehicle, because to them, Vietnam and like mechanics and the technology and stuff is still, listed far from the likes of Japan and that. So, but like you said, if they get the right marketing, like a big, huge Vietnamese celebs over there,
Yep,
they're gonna do quite well.
I think so. Johnny Dang,
Johnny
Diamond Boys,
Dang.
the Diamond Boys. But what do you think, Matty?
Oh God. I don't know. I actually have to try like driving one of these cars as well as just like not just looking at it, because like so far I've only seen them and I don't know. It kind of just feels like.
I mean, what do you think of their design? Like, it's not bad looking.
It looks good. I don't mind it.
No, I'm not a huge fan. I don't know. Maybe I'm more conservative than you guys, but like I'm not a huge fan. I would like to drive. I would like to actually like try like riding in one and driving one though, to try it out, see how it is. Before
They
I
are quite expensive though. They're very expensive for what they are.
Mm.
And imagine how much more they're going to cost when they reach the US.
Why are they that more expensive? What's the reason? What are they offering in terms of value that's giving them that price point?
Nothing. Like I've been in one. It's
Power's good.
Power's good. Like they're pretty quick cars. The build quality is not there yet. But yeah, it's quite expensive for what it is. Like you could basically get a Mercedes for the price of a VinFast.
And you have the other,
which
German
that's
engineering.
pretty tough competition there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they're just going to focus on electric, then that might be a little bit better for them.
Yeah.
Because there's no Tesla and a few other brands that are doing.
Well, they definitely want to compete. With Lum's question, wondering if VinFast will compete. Yeah, they will, but they'll try to compete, but they're not. They're definitely nowhere near that level of all the other electric vehicles that's coming out of the US.
I think once they at least show face that, look, we're here, this is us, and then it'll take a few years of R&D to improve their next models, and then by the third, fourth model, they'll probably have a little bit of competition to stand on.
Yeah,
I think
it's all branding at this stage. Get out to the US, get the locals over there to use it or to try and buy into it, and then basically listing in the US market. That's what it is. How they'll do, who knows? Kia's done well.
Kia. Yeah.
What we need is some Holdens and Fords here in Vietnam. What do you reckon, Matty? Imagine a V8 even out
I'm
here.
not really sure. Yeah, it'd be horrible. I think the amount of fuel you'd go through, mate. No.
Oh yeah. Imagine V6s and V8s just roaring down.
The amount of people you'd like run over and kill, mate.
What I've always wanted for Vietnam as far as the street car scene, which obviously you're quite big at, I was quite big at back in Sydney, was we need like some sort of like JDM sort of car scene to catch up over here, because we know how it is in Manila, we know how it is in Thailand, we know how it is in Singapore, in Malaysia. Not so much in Singapore. Singapore's more of the exotic cars now. But Vietnam, definitely, we need some sort of JDM market. And I've always thought
they're so expensive to import. That's the problem, is that it just doesn't make sense. And the young buffaloes like us who would actually be into it, like they can't afford $100,000 on a Japanese car, let alone like an old used Japanese car. And the roads, unfortunately, the roads wouldn't really support it, and the traffic doesn't really support it. Like manual cars, as much as I love them, like it's not. If I think about like having an S2000 here, I'd rather kill myself. It'd be so
it's definitely not practical.
I'll still have an S2000.
Yeah.
than kill myself.
Well, I
Look, I wouldn't kill myself, but
I thought the same. I thought the same as that, but with the motorbikes, when I had my 390, I felt the same riding through the city. It was just like changing gears, and just my bike was overheating because you're staying in traffic, and
you don't have
it
the
was
airflow.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I had to get rid of it and just went back to the good old scooter.
Mm.
Well,
It's
I was
definitely
riding
the
this
right
later,
vehicle for Vietnam.
Yeah.
I was clutching all the time too. So.
But yeah, no, a JDM market would be amazing. Imagine like a 92 Civic EG just rolling through the city of District 1, just like,
Just a little hatchy.
yeah, just a little nice like EG hatch. That would be so cool.
Full proper. Dun, 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 dun.
Freaking Tokyo Drift.
So you know the canned chicken before, Matty, as we
Yeah.
back up here for yet another one of our awesome streams for this week. Yeah, so going back to that chicken in a can, and the guy had to open it through his can opener. So what do you call a can opener that doesn't work?
What?
A can't opener.
I heard you said you feel lonely.